conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. No relation. We got no relation. It's crazy. And it goes like
Esports champions!
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Frost Esports with our weekly Whiteout Valorant tournament. My name is Llama77. Joined in the cast booth today is the one and only, the epic. It's Mr. Edgy. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, Llama. I'm excited to be here with my pachyderm friend as we're ready to really start rocking in this game. Of course, it's number 49 here, one away from 50, which is going to be a special occasion here at Frost. But what's even more special is watching two teams decide who can beat the crap out of the other in a best of one to find out who's going to the finals. Welcome to the semis. I can't wait to see what is going to go down. I believe we are starting on the map behind me, Ascent, so it should be pretty fun here.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Like you said, some of the tournament we already played off stream. A couple of those matches already done and dusted. But one of the teams that we are seeing here in this first matchup, a team that is no stranger to these Frost tournaments, MimicGG, seems like this week or every other week they are winning. They don't seem to lose. But I have heard they've had some close games today. So maybe today's their day to lose. Who knows?
Who knows? Honestly, I don't. But I know for a fact that these guys have been very consistent in this game. Hopefully, we're going to see what they can do to duke it out and really just start beating the crud out of each other. But I'm excited to see how this goes. And if you're excited to see how the bracket has gone behind the scenes, make sure to just do !bracket and check out the Battlefy link, as this is going to be a pretty exciting game for us. Now, I will also preface this game as it's Ascent. It's one of those games that is either slow and a mirrored composition or fast and the wildest composition you've ever seen. It looks like we are leaning towards that mirror composition, which might lead us towards a little bit of a slower game here.
I like slow games. I mean, I like fast games as well. But the mirror composition really just it comes down to execution, right? You both have the exact same tools in your toolkit. It's who can use them better. Obviously, we have a new agent. No one picking them here for a set. Maybe we'll see that maybe in the grand finals, maybe not. But for right now, like we said, same compositions. How will they execute on it?
Hopefully they're going to execute well. I know that this map in particular is going to be all down to who entries, how they entry, and can they do it with very limited information. That's why you want to pick up double initiators. You get a ton of info. So right now I am leaning towards this player, Beaver, on the Sova. Sova is one of the best characters on the map of Ascent. And where there's a Sova on Ascent, there's an Odin or an Ares. So if that machine gun comes out, I'm going to be at no odds shocked at all. So, Llama, I can't wait to get into this map. Can't wait to see what kind of strats we got. What are your predictions, knowing that this team has been so often in the finals?
Yeah, you just can't bet against Mimic, right? They might have had some teams maybe pull out something special against them, maybe the new agent like we're talking about, maybe something that they hadn't seen, but they really are just so consistent. That's one thing is it's not just 1 week that they won, they took some random path. No, they've done it week after week. The consistency is pretty crazy. So I'm not betting against Mimic. I'm going to take him.
Yeah, honestly, we're going to take these guys to heart as we are jumping into this game, and hopefully it is going to be started soon, as we are now loaded into the pistol round following our wonderful observer, Nick, not Senta, and let's see if we're going to see how much damage these guys are actually going to be able to deal. Of course, it looks like it's going to be a B rush here, Llama.
Does look like it. Does seem that we are going to be heading towards B. Now, obviously, you pointed out some of these players. Toascree, another player to look out for. Like you said, those duelists, very, very important. And the Jet, one of the most important, can get in, can get out, and has had such great performances before on this agent. So let's see them dive right in.
And here we go. Now Toascree running it down, gets the first blood, but dashes into Oblivion. Doesn't really get too much distance, but Mystery... It ain't a mystery how he hits those. That's going to be a 1-for-1 trade before falling. But look at this retake. Both coming out of CT. And both losing their life to Toascree. That's a 4K down immediately. And with rounds like this, I can only tell this is going to get easy peasy lemon squeezy if we don't see a quick turnabout on how these guys play the defense.
And Toascree with the ghost, hitting all of those shots. The 4K feeling so nice to start at the game. And, building towards those knives, kind of an ultimate that you can use on eco rounds, an ult that can kind of change the flow if you can start to hit those headshots is something nice to build towards for Mimic here. So lovely stuff. They take the first round. And, as usual, if you win the first round, you get that extra little bit of cash money in your back pocket.
Oh, yeah. And let's see where this money's going to be flowing, as, of course, it is a full buy up here for attack and a decent save, but Sheriff is the new eco weapon, and let's see if it is going to be doable for these players. I like what we're seeing from Styx, but will this attack side be able to hold it down with the weapon advantage with the post plant? Who knows?
Gave up so much space though, like immediate sight taken. Yes, they did the better weaponry. Toascree as well, already 2 kills on this one. Make it 3, a triple. So many good ones, but the Sheriffs are starting to battle back here. Karma trying to give them some karma here as they overlook on Heaven, but the trades are still there. Styx will finish it up. They do lose a couple, but Mimic go back-to-back round 2 to start it off.
Okay, yeah, we did see Mimic go back-to-back, but did you not see what Karma was doing?
Yeah.
That was mean. I mean, karma is a B word, but that was an evil play coming out from that Sova. Honestly, if you play it like that, you're only going to be seeing the best from these guys. And I am impressed that that is how second round went, because that took out 4 players. And look at the money. This bonus is going to be pretty expensive here for the side of attack. But if MimicGG can win it, they're going to have to do it now.
And Toascree, though, will have those knives up and active because 2 very, very good pop-off rounds back to back. So we'll see how that Blade Storm can affect this. It looks like Styx already getting the opening pick. The Jet going to be traded, but Styx will lose their life. So no KJ, a lot of that utility out of the pocket. Toascree as well, down to 30 HP here in Tree. And once again, the Sheriffs are striking.
And they are striking these players right in the head. But look at this. Hoshino will be able to grab one pick and making this a 3 versus 3, but beautiful blind. Good luck jumping up on that, and that is going to help out with this Omen grabbing yet another. Shock Dart is going to almost end it and end it. Oh my god, Karma. This is the Sova you don't want to fight, and it looks like they're putting up one of the best fights of their life right now, and that will be the normal curve, though. Bonus round, not one.
Not one, like you said. Usually that's how we kind of see the regular flow. You win the first 2, then you don't get to win that third because you don't have the greatest investment. But Karma already starting to pop off in this series, and that's exactly what you want out of a Sova, because we talked about how big the ultimate, the knives are. How about the Hunter's Fury, Edu?
How about it? Let's see this right now. That Hunter's Fury could be up in our midst here. One away from the hands of Karma. If they get it, they could get a few rounds that MimicGG is not looking forward to giving up. So, I don't know. It's going to be risky. It's going to be a little shady. But if anybody can win it out, it might just be Mimic. They know how to get into the semis, but do they know how to consistently take the cake here? Toskri flexing the fact that 2 acts ago had the Radiant gun buddy. Let's see if they're going to have the Radiant gameplay to match.
Kind of a gamble stack here to start out from Trilith. It looks like Styx will get a kill as well through mid, so the KJ doing everything they can. Looking back towards Catwalk, Styx takes a double and another free site here. Toski did jump up and will pay the price for it. 2 players sitting there watching those angles. Beaver just trying to gain as much information as possible, but another kill on the backside. Mimic holding a 3v2. It's going into post play.
There we go. Beautiful amount of damage. Hoshino now ready to try to end this round and win their second round in a row. Unfortunately, will just take a ton of damage, though. This puts him down at 2 hits to the body to take him down. 1 bullet in both guns. Uh-oh. Oh, no. If only that weapon had any ammo.
Oh.
Well, rest in peace, Hoshino. And that is a good clutch coming up, but very unfortunate to find 2 weapons at the same amount of reserve. But let's see what they can do now that we are going into round number 5. This is the round that I think really starts to tell us which this map is going to go. It's a thrifty round after all the buys and all of the burnout.
That's a weird one, though. I'm not gonna lie. Mimic had a lot of space. They just, like, took too much, it felt like. Like, they tried hopping up on Heaven, pushing it to where they knew players were probably sitting. And, I mean, Styx did their job, right? Just sitting as the lone KJ out in mid. Took 2 kills there, but almost lost the round. Luckily, that bomb went off.
Yeah, I mean, if that bomb didn't go off, we would be seeing a 2-2 scoreline right now. But luckily for the side of attack, they're doing the damage, but let's see what they can do now. It's a big, fat A push. They have, of course, weapon advantage, and they have the ability to just dash right on the side. Toskri, the guy who we all know is the entry, 7-3. Can you make it 10? Get another triple kill for me. Get double digits at round 5. I think that'd be crazy.
Would be pretty crazy. Looks like they're trying to get the hop up once again. Only 1 player sitting up here to try and defend it through the smoke, so do you have to be careful. Gonna be triple, though! All 3 players combined for it. It's a slaughter up here, not allowing any single intro. Almost a flawless round. I mean, they have better weaponry, but dang, the shots were on point.
Shots were definitely on point, and now we're seeing a point being made to their team that takes 60 seconds to come across, as of course a timeout might be the one thing you need to do if you want to win this game. Now I gotta ask you, what kind of timeout do you expect is best from these guys? Do we want to see a difference in playstyle, economy, positioning for NS? I mean, right now, defense, what makes them lose?
I really think this timeout, you're doing some good things. I think you're holding the right angles, you're taking the right amount of space, but I really think this is talking about your ultimates, because you got 4 of them up and available going into this next round, one of them being the big KJ ultimate, where we have to track these timers, right? One of the biggest ults in this game that both of these compositions want to look forward. Both of them have it, so the double bubble of trouble, that double lockdown could come out, and you want to be the second team that pops it, right? So maybe you're just talking through slowly how you're going to use these ultimates and break down this next round.
And let's see if they are going to pop into those ultis. They have 4 to use. You pointed out the Hunter's Fury a while ago. We have yet to see it actually be effective in play. But that doesn't mean it's not going to be. These guys are solid gamers. They know how to aim. They know how to duel. But do they have an op in the hands of a Jet? Yes, they do. Is that a mystery? Yes, but that's the player's name. Not exactly a mystery as to why he's picking it up. They need this crutch. They need to try to walk past this finish line. And it's hard to walk when you're crawling right now.
Even if they win this round, economy not looking the greatest. So we'll see what MimicGG can do to shut that down. They have 3 ults of their own, getting that lockdown a big one as well, but no Hunter's Fury for themselves. So right now they'll play a little bit more default. They've been playing super fast, getting into these sites super fast. It looks like this round, Edu, they just want to gain some info.
There we go. Are they going to be able to gain some info enough? Pelt XD. Put in the XD in your name. Let's see if you're as derpy as you are. Swinging out and gone. And Mystery with that off grabs another. And Toaster's now down. Okay, I think this is not going to be easy.
Not going to be easy. Beaver picking up 1 as the Sova. Maybe trying to get something. Okay, maybe rack up 2. Maybe look for the 1v5 miracle play. Still has... That Hunter Fury is now up, by the way, and has full health and shield, but I think they know your location. They're going to try and put some utility as well to get that location revealed, and they're not going to push forward. They know you're holding a close angle. We're not going to give you over another kill, but Beaver still has the spike. Could maybe make a swift rotate, but I think it's too late for that.
Yeah, 22 seconds on the clock. You're going to have to walk this down, and boom! What a quick scope. Karma, yet again, being the best Sova you could possibly be. And unfortunately for Beaver, that title is not his own. Right now, though, we still have a very fat lead developed by the side of attack, so it doesn't really matter that they lost that round. What it does say is that timeout was efficient. It was effective at getting a strat on the board that these guys can run.
They didn't use a single ult. We were talking about that they have all these ultimates at their disposal, and yet they choose not to use it. They put faith in Mystery, and it works out. That operator giving them so much value in that round, but now they got to continue. Like we said, the economy still not broken from Mimic, and Mimic might try to go a little bit faster. It looks like they want to go to A. Again, all of this KJ utility is going to be waiting for them, but as soon as the KJ sense them, gonna try and back up and give them a little space.
Let's see this now. Toast Query. Good luck, have fun. Bomb now getting planted with a knife on the site to get info. This is the post plant. And for some reason, we've been in 5 of these now, as these guys really enjoy taking a site early into this round. And that's what I appreciate. Make it so I don't have to watch any more Ascent. Hunter's Fury will counter the lockdown.
Just come out. Mystery taking down Toastery, the opposing jet down, but bodies definitely on both sides. This holding down with this KO on the low ground hell angle. Just so hard to deal with here. And both of them walking through door. Beaver's got 1. The shock dart as well should gain some information. The pistol won't be able to do it, but the teammates will enough. Once again, Mimic just walk for free into sight and take it.
Wow. And let's see what they can do now. 2 to 5. Wow. MimicGG. They're just... Every time you shut down Toastery, Timotino gets up. Every time Timotino gets down, it's pretty solid. And I actually just realized, I've been doing a lot of work watching some older clips. Timotino and MimicGG, they actually recently competed in another event that they won in. So I gotta hand it to them. These guys have been doing such a good job across the tier 2, tier 3 scene. So let's see if they are going to be able to go. I think this would be considered the tier 3, but amateur enough. These players aren't amateurs with a triple kill. A beautiful teleport, but unfortunately, where are you going? You got to get the bomb. Come on, Pelt. What are you going to do?
Real way to get out, just hiding in the smokes. It's a thrifty, flawless round from Trilith. They were just, again, the gamble stack finally pays off, but they only had sheriffs there, Edu. What a payoff.
Yeah, a huge payoff. Honestly, now with that payoff, it was a thrifty round. That means that they get to cash out in this payoff. They get so much money while the attack side is broken. The best way to ruin a team's economy is to take them out when they're at a high and take them out with very little guns. You walk away with their weaponry and you walk away with so much cash because you didn't buy that round. Case in point, this is a huge turnabout that I think Trilith might be able to keep.
I feel like they should be able to at least hold this. Stick's not going to be able to hold that angle, as it looks like on the other side. NS World just going to walk forward. That time, Pelt will take the share of trade and trade a 1-for-1. But importantly, it was a KJ trade. The lockdown was there. Teemo will be able to pick up 1 kill off in tree here, though, as they start to walk a little bit heavier towards A again. The spike still back down in their spawn that they have left, so they're trying to walk forward. No real pressure right now, but Teemo gonna get caught as well. The better weaponry coming out from the Sova, taking a couple kills. The player advantage now. Pelt's got the bomb, but has a rifle. I don't know if you can do much here.
I mean, Pelt's definitely making himself known. Probably asking his team, what the heck do I do right now? It's a 1v3. Do I go for it? Do I save? I would honestly save if I was him, considering, you know, yes, you have the money, but do you really need to go and give more ultimate charge to players like Mystery? You know, it's things like that. Pelt, you're not going for any ultimate charge of your own. At this point, you're going for the round, so good luck. Here we go, Mystery. Waiting it out. I think spots the tip of the gun. And, yep, that's going to be a free ult orb.
Unfortunate to give that over. Like you said, would have loved to see a save, but Trilith really on the run back here after that timeout, really seeming like a different team, have got all the plays, have got all the shots in their court. Now, obviously, Mimic will be able to buy back into this round, but you know, a couple in a row, and they have real no ultimates to work with. Again, at the beginning of that last round, you saw Sticks fall early. That means they just couldn't use the lockdown at all. So we'll see if maybe they can invest it this round, but they really need something to bounce back here.
They do. It's not going to be the easiest type of round to push forward, but if they can, they will. And if they will, they might be able to seal this out. Toskri now ready to hold this down, maybe finding some picks, but that is what we need to be seeing. The KJ utility locks down this player, but uh-oh, NS lives up to the nice shot, but it's in Toskri's hands instead of his own. Ooh. Ooh.
Free there from the Omen. Beaver striking back, gets back into Boathouse there. Mimic, they've got some pressure, but not for long. The Hunter's Fury rains down from the side angle, and the players from Trilith should be able to start to rain in here soon, but a counter lockdown. This is what we were waiting to see from Mimic, and see if they can get anything done. Aldrone should be able to spot out some of these players. Sticks just reloading, gets seen by the Aldrone, just stands there waiting, but they do have the plant down, so we'll see how they handle this.
Ooh, good position. Sticks. There we go. What a shot. Takes out that player, and there is the round. Now tying this game up 5-5, and it's an Ascent map, and we're close to each other in score. And if I see an overtime, I am going to not be seeing you guys tomorrow. This is not what I want, but what I will say is 5 against 5, 5-5. Let's see who's going to take a 5 fistful of one taps into the enemies to maybe turn this around. I think so far, MimicGG has had a huge brick wall built in front of him.
Yeah, I mean, the defense from Trilith has just really been, after that timeout, I mean, before the timeout, they were looking a little sloppy, but now they are looking so good. The operator back in Mystery's hands as well, and the lockdown used as well from Mimic to not win the round. So, you know, they're only going to have those knives, which they might invest, might not. The buy is, you know, half here at best, so we'll see if Pelt can get anything done with this Marshall, but you got to get something done, because, Edgy, we're 2 rounds away from the swap.
Yeah, 2 rounds away, and let's see who's going to be taking it. Of course, you gotta mention that Toskri has been very consistent in the entry frags, but so far the defense is doing better at getting first blood. Beautiful trade by Pelt, though, but uh-oh. Sticks falls to a post-mortem. Unfortunate there. A little oof. But let's see what they can do now. Attack needing to now pick up the bomb, looking for anything. 3 against 4 here, Llama. Now, I don't know if they can do it or not. What do you think?
I don't think so. They're at least pushing towards I mean, they are kind of 2-2 split right now, Trilith, and they're kind of knowing for these angles, but they have to win this duel here off in main. Do they check the corner? Hoshino gonna look for it, gets shot by the Sheriff. Beautiful read there. Now they should be able to put some smokes down and cover their way on in. Obviously, they will lose Pelt, so it's gonna be a 2v3, but they at least have sight.
That's true. I mean, you got a point there. At least they have the sight. But will they be able to keep the sight?
Now.
It's a 2v3. Yeah, for now. Big caveat there. A little bit of a risky position for him. Okay, okay, Beaver. Okay, building a dam. And I say, damn, look at these one taps. Here we go. Now it's just going to be Karma, who might be able to clutch this up, but they're spotted. One tapping one.
Ooh.
All you have to do is Diffusova.
There you go.
Good job.
This is the Sova 1v1, gets a 3K as well, and gets their team on to 6. MimicGG, honestly, that round was so shaky to start, right? They try to push, take a little bit of space into A, and get paid for it. At least they did, you know, leave the spike back in spawn. That would have been horrendous if they dropped it too far forward, but they take it nonetheless. The duels going their way, and Toskri's angle was just so hard to deal with there. Played perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, what we're seeing from these guys is perfect. It's perfection. It's a thrifty round, and it's also right after they've given up a lot of rounds in return. So I'm kind of right now about it, because yeah, they are perfect in that last round, but it's the consistency to be perfect is where you actually win games. Let's see what they can do now. Knives Out and Hoshino holding a one-way. I mean,
yeah.
why? It's a one-way.
I don't know what they're thinking. NS World not going to be thinking for too much longer there. Gets dropped on down, but MimicGG, unfortunately, the round not going their way. Mystery's got the knives. It's a team ace for Trilith. And Edu, they end it 6-6.
Okay. Good job, guys. Great stuff.
Good job. We're all even.
Thank you, Kanye. Very cool. I mean, honestly, I'm a little concerned about this. These guys have been very consistent in pushing these players down, one tapping where they can, and 6-6 at the half. We are going to see the switch. Both teams have a mirrored team composition. Both teams got the 6 rounds, so overtime? Maybe?
Both teams have the same composition, so when they flip, it means nothing. It's just who can do better at the same composition. Once again, I hope we don't. I mean, overtime would be fun, but I'm not a huge overtime fan just because they can go a while, can't they?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is definitely not what you want to be seeing from these guys, so I don't know. Mystery. There's the trades. And there's the sprays. Oh my god, beautiful job. Let's see what else they could do. Util's on the ground.
Some out sticks. Nice little shot there to take down Karma, but still sitting 3-3. Again, the health advantage a little bit in Trilla's side. This world is hitting the plant though, but it's going to be a walk-on in. World will trade one once again. 2v2, a shot towards heaven, and it's down to the Killjoys. They both put up matching turrets. I love it. The matching composition right now, though, World a little bit lower in the HP, taken down to 50. How about 34? Now going to drop to the right side. Where do you peek? Where do you look? Where do you go? Finally, Nyx will be able to take the kill. The defuse will come through as well. Had the health advantage at the end of the day, and a spicy round win on the pistol for Mimic.
Wow, spicy round. They know how to win it early, though. They are pistol round demons. And they have, of course, the curve that we normally see, the 2-1. But are we going to see a little bit of a reverse sweep here? Obviously, we don't want to see too much of a gap develop between these two teams. And that's why I'm seeing players like NS World and Hoshino and Karma picking up these SMGs, the Stingers, and the Bulldogs. Okay, they actually are full buying. This is going to be a tough and hard-fought second round for both sides.
Looks like it, but it also looks like right now only 2 players sitting towards a site. Obviously, you're going to have to split one way, but, you know, going towards a Mimic, trying to get back to that fast-paced action that really was successful when they got on it. So we'll see if Mimic can defend against this fast-paced action. Right now, Toskri going to be the lone player up in heaven. Now we'll get joined by the teammates, take a kill as well. Mystery trading back, but the heaven angles are just so hard to deal with, but Mystery is so hard to deal with. A triple right now. Doesn't have the plant down yet, and gotta be careful. Low HP bars on your teammate, but Beaver and Pelt slowly walking up. Gonna take down Mystery. Just a low HP World. I don't think they are long for this World. Pelt could have some of that utility. The teleport as well, just for the BM. Pelt to get the final kill, and Mimic will take that round.
Wow. Mimic taking this round, putting themselves above the rest. This is perfect. Perfection incarnate, but now it's the scariness about this. The fact that Attack had invested so much to get nothing. This is almost a guaranteed bonus round win. I think buying up and risking it all on a force up is probably why we're about to see double digits on the board, unless they can win this thrifty with only sheriffs. And yeah, it's a sheriff. It's a nice gun, but is it as good as 3 Phantoms in a Vandal.
Right. And it's weird. Like you're tied. You're one round away from tied up. It's just such a weird call to me personally, and doesn't pay off. So now you have to pay for the repercussions in this round. Mystery just gonna try and shoot through the smoke, see if they can get anything. Unfortunately, no one going to peek out towards that catwalk angle. Mystery gonna push a little bit further, as again they're just trying to gather all the information they can. A blind gotta be good, because Karma hits one, Mystery hits two again. These low tier weapons are scoring picks for them. Mystery will finally get taken down there, but 2 kills is a great start.
2 kills is a pretty solid start for these guys, and it might be the do or die from them. The absolute oof that could end their entire reign here. The fact that they've managed to put themselves onto the site to plant the bomb. Toskri not hitting a dart, but there's the trade. Hoshino now down, makes this a 3v3. They still have smokes. They have everything they need, but 3 are depressed? I mean, suppressed. I mean, I'd be depressed if everybody on my team was spotted at once. Let's see this now. Toskri ready to drop in. We'll be able to spot one. Smoke to counter it. But check hell. Let's see if you're going to good enough. There's one.
It's so good, too. The plane's in such a good spot. Sticks, though, holding out here. MimicGG, they're taking the gunfights once again in the late stages of these rounds. Toskri already holding this defense. Sticks is going to go crazy as well. A 3rd kill, another round win. The defuse hit. The retake was just so clean, even when they lost space. Mimic playing so good right now in this half.
Yeah, they're playing incredibly well. I will give you that. You know, I don't know. Is it going to be enough? Is it going to push these players above and beyond and get themselves to the point where we don't have to worry about much? So far, 6-9 as the scoreboard. We all know what a funny number can do to the morale when it comes to a video game. So hopefully, now that these players have seen, hey, it's 69, let's see if we can see either double digits or a comeback. I mean, it's going to be close, but bonus round 1. Now we're seeing, finally, a buy for either side.
Importantly to note, MimicGG, they have that big ultimate in their pocket. Trilith don't. That lockdown's such a timer to watch out for. Pelt, though, got to be watching out here on Catwalk. There you go. There's your first kill. World did get a trade onto Toskri, so the jet advantage going to be in Trilith's side. Also, you have the Blade Storm if you need it in your back pocket, but Mystery going to back up for just a little bit. A-Site is getting some pressure on it as World will hit this plant.
Spike planted.
Here we go. Now with that bomb planted with its ultimate pop, Timotino's pretty happy about the position they found themselves in. Pelt knows it's about to get pushed, and oh my god, just saved his Sova so efficiently. There we go. And that's the end of the round. Okay.
Okay.
All
It's
right,
like
good stuff.
too much. They just took all the angles. They said there's no way to escape. We'll just attack you from every single side. And now they're in double digits, so pretty easy.
Yeah, pretty easy here. So might be able to keep this going. Who knows? I do like what we are seeing from these guys being able to now have another timeout. This is the second timeout before MimicGG has called a single one. So who do you think is on their toes more, MimicGG or Trilith right now?
I definitely think Trilith not in the greatest spot, losing 4 rounds in a row, but you know, there's always a bright side, right? At least you'll be able to maybe a little bit better weaponry, maybe not the fullest of shields in your inventory for this next round. You got the lockdown for yourself, some things to work around, and the good news is after your last time out, you built a set play that actually works. So I'd love to see them, especially on offense. You get to choose which site you're going to, pick your site, pick your play, and execute it here.
Yeah, and are they going to be able to execute it properly? That's the main question. These guys have the strategies for it. They know the angles that they have to approach with. They know what they need to do differently. It's just all a matter of, will they be able to do it in the time allotted for themselves? That's the main concern here. Obviously, they are down a bunch of rounds. They're facing off against double digits, and this is Valorant. It's 1st to 12, so don't mess up. Honestly, there's not a lot of room for error here, so they have to win this round or they don't win the game. If they don't win the game, it's a best of 1. We're not going to see them go to finals.
So one important to note, no second chances after this game, no losers bracket, no nothing like that. Got to win here if you want to do it, but hopping into a very pivotal round, it's going to be light shield from every single Trilith player. They're going to have to win their duels. They're going to have to be very accurate with their gunfire, and they're already starting with a mid-courtyard dash here, trying to just poke through again towards that catwalk spot. Haven't been super successful. Mystery going to give away a little bit of knowledge there, try and peek through to see the legs of the smoke, but Carisso is going to open up with the first pick of this round.
Good stuff. I mean, that's what we want to be seeing from them, but can we see them do it again? I am seeing Mystery really close to being able to try to find something, but unfortunately is getting spotted out. Mystery is one of those players that you need to be an entry for your team. So obviously pulling back after you get spotted and waiting for your team to assist you. Entry, yes, you're strong with, but if you're not going in with a KO flash or a Sova drone, there's no point in trying to dive in.
100%. Does look like they are backing up, using this timer to its fullest as it ticks down to just 45 seconds on the clock. Now, there is only one little lonely player sitting here from Mimic, but it is in a tougher position to clear out if you're just trying to rush on in on that inside angle from Teemo here. So we'll see if they can delay for long enough. There's the first, immediately gets traded out, gets decent value, and now Toskri and the Cavalry are here. The plant is going to come down, but a 3v3 post plant is probably to follow. The double bubble of trouble as both lockdowns going to be popped, but Toskri and Beaver don't even care about your lockdown. Walk straight into their face, take the kills, and take the defuse.
Wow. Honestly, that's what you need to do. That's the one thing that you have to do is just get in, win the round. And right now, the attack side have been, yes, getting themselves now onto the site, but I'm pressing tab. 5 of these rounds so far at this, or 4 of these rounds have been defuses, have been people getting the bomb planted, but not being able to hold it. So maybe it's not the getting onto site as an issue. It's the holding after the fact.
100%. And that's what we've known MimicGG as, is that they'll give you a little space just as like a confidence booster, a little scrap of something saying, oh yeah, you can take this space, and then they slam you with the retake, they take all the angles back, and now they're just 1 round away from guaranteeing themselves overtime.
Oh, Toskri. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Taking out that player like that, not exactly crucial. But Toskri is ready for some more, might be able to find the damage. Now, Karma will try to hold this back as just has they're just running at him. Oh my god. Oh my god, he was blind and he won that. And he gets the other one. That's match point advantage. You know, if I remember, this was 6-6 at the half, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6-6, and now it's 6-12. Doubled their scoreline. Yep, easy, nice. Oh, MimicGG, now 1 round away from winning. Obviously, for Trilith, they've got a bright side. They will be able to buy into this round. Hopefully, they don't get ran at full speed.
Yeah, hopefully not. I mean, this has been pretty insane from these guys. They have the angles that they need. They know the play style that they have to really lock this down with. But so far, so good. MimicGG, they have GG in their name for a reason. And Toskri, beautiful combo, nearly getting that pick, but actually for the first time, we're seeing First Blood go over to the attackers. This is exactly what they need to have. Taking out the Omen means no sense of control, and if no sense of control, how can the defense hold this down?
Look like a teleport onto site. Is Hashino going to try and take some control? Does look like it will be canceled, so back to courtyard for yourself, but KJ, I was going to say, is strong alone on the site, but of course, get cursed, nerd. You're dead, and the full site control will go over to Trilith here. 5v3 post plan, and it's possibly for the game.
For the game and for their life. Here we go, Hoshino. Oh, Timotino, though, cooking up something big. Looks for one. Might find them all. Can Teemo clutch this up to end the game? It's a KO versus the world. Blinds 1. Oh, good flash counter.
Great flash counter. Team ace. Trilith, that was a little sketchy at the end, but they take it on to 7 for themselves. Unfortunately, Edu, they have to do that 5 more times.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. No. No. All right. Yeah, honestly understandable, though. These guys have the strategies to definitely take this game, take it by storm, and who knows if they are going to be able to do it efficiently. I just know right now, we do have the odds of redemption for these players.
Those odds.
Their odds. They might be able to. I'd say it's a 1 in 20. It's a 1 in 20.
Okay.
But with shots like that, the absolute BS of being able to shoot someone through a smoke like that, this is still this is doable. This could be going to overtime if they keep this up.
Barely dodges, I gotta say, Matrix the op shot there right through the smoke. 10 HP on Mystery, not gonna be most to work with. But like you said, every round from here on out is a must win, and Pelt gonna make sure you have one less player. The Jet, as a reminder, still on low HP. Omen on the other side, low HP. So some lower health bars, but Karma will see that Aldrone, making sure that goes through. But Beaver sees you through the wall. The BM here on the LMG, the Odin spraying into absolutely everything. But Karma's got sprays back.
Yeah, Karma definitely has what they need to win this out. Are they going to be able to keep it going, though? That's the question. And so far, we do see Pelt having to maybe save with an op. And backs it up, but sticks. Full HP, Phantom in hand, might be able to do enough damage. Does lose the bot, though. Oh, no. 1v1. Both 1 HP, but the shock dart!
Oh.
And that's gonna end it! He won! 16 HP! Okay. Alright.
What's going
I hate
on?
this. I hate this game. I hate this map. Good stuff.
MimicGG, yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff, I guess. I mean, all right. And now we're back at our fancy little webcam house. I did not expect that game to go that quickly on the second half at all. Especially since 2 players on the side of Trilith were the top frags for the entire game. Beating out everybody else, Karma and Mystery had the most amount of kills.
Did. They had the most amount of kills, but it didn't matter, unfortunately, because MimicGG, I guess, is just built different with 16 HP. So, it is.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Oh, man.
That is some wild stuff. And, you know, honestly, knowing that it's pretty late in the night, I think we already had one team for the side that just won. MimicGG is actually asking to go into a best of 1 coming up. So that could be on our roster today. So maybe some good news for people who like watching tournaments end really fast. And, you know, maybe some good news for Nick, as I know it is, what, 3 a.m. UK time for him right now. So pretty wild stuff to have our producer stay up this late just to make sure that we get this fancy icon above us. But with that being said, I believe we are going to be getting into now the finals here of the Frost Whiteout Weekly number 49. Any final thoughts regarding the semis there, Llama?
It's fun. I mean, it didn't go 12-12 overtime, so at least we had that for us. I also got to say, before we head to a break, obviously you've seen the new Frost overlay. Nick did a great job on that as well, but also, if you like the new logo, we got some new merch. It's pretty clean, it's pretty awesome, and you should go get yourself some right now.
Absolutely. Right now. It's a break. There's nowhere else for you to be right now. Head on over to our website. The link is in the Twitch chat right now. We'll be right back.
out to the morning light, 'cause two wrongs can make a right. We're just doing what we feeling right now. Some Chardonnay, we camp in the parking lot. Leave traces of plastic cups. We're just doing what we feeling right now. So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can get, so what the hell? Yeah, what the hell? So what the hell? So what the hell? What are you waiting for now? And what the hell? You're pretending that you like somebody else, like you got boys waiting in line to take you home. But tell the truth, you'll spend the night alone. Let's be alone. So why don't we stay out to the morning light, 'cause two wrongs can make a right. We're just doing what we feeling right now. So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can get, so what the hell? Yeah, what the hell? Are you waiting so what the hell? So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can.
I'll take us in. And welcome back to Frost Esports RL. It is the Whiteout Weekly for Valorant number 49. We're already almost halfway to where we've been for the Frost Whiteouts for the Blizzard events that we do here at the Rocket League side of things, which I know Rocket League is something Llama's very familiar with, as that's his current day job.
It is. Yeah, I do. I clean the cars. I'm like a mechanic for the Rocket League prep crew or something. I don't know the exact title. I'm not getting
I just
paid
get
for it,
WD-40 and
yeah.
spray the Hot Wheels wheels. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, that's good. But we got a best of 3, so a little bit longer series. They didn't get the best of 1 as requested, unfortunately, and we're going to Lotus. Not my personal favorite map, but what are your thoughts on it, Edju?
My thoughts on it is it could be worse, could be better. It's Lotus. It's kind of in the middle ground. They had to add a whole character, actually 2 whole characters to make it fun to play on, being Gecko and Harbor. Before Gecko and Harbor were added, Lotus sucked.
It really did. And now
Yeah.
it's like you said, it's just kind of like it is what it is, right? Like it could be good, could be worse, but we're here and we're in Agent Select as well. It looks like they're going to be a little bit differentiating on the team compositions. They're not going to go with that mirror matchup this time.
Yeah, they're not going for it this time, but also it's not the same teams. They don't know how each other play. They've been all doing their own thing in their own individual semifinals. But if you want to talk about something that you guys can get into that might have a finals and a semifinals for you guys to either compete or watch in next week, it's number 50 here at Frost. It's going to be a big event because number 50 for Valorant means we're going to be jumping in with some amazing 2-day events for the first time in a while. And the first day is going to be double elimination. Top 16 proceed to day 2 with single elimination. And instead of $100, are you ready for this? Double it, add 50, $250. Okay. Final offer. All right. And you get the title of the 50th Whiteout champion, which could matter if you really wanted that title. I think you get it in Discord. Who knows? Also, we got some sponsors to talk about. Lager Gaming is going to be one of our sponsors for that, as well as Latency. So if you guys haven't checked out those organizations, and of course, the fact that they're here wanting to be shouted out by us, tells you everything you need to know. They probably do Valorant and Rocket League, so go check them out.
Yeah, go check them out. Also, make sure getting in the Discord. Like you mentioned before, we run those weekly tournaments for Rocket League every Monday. We got the Valorant ones every Thursday. This one going to be Thursday, Friday, like you said, the next week. And we run some 1v1s in Rocket League and some Smash stuff as well. So get yourself in there. But we are getting into our first game of 3 in our grand finals.
Right there.
Absolutely. And now we are going to be waiting it out for this game. I'm really kind of excited to see what happens here, as I know for a fact that this is one of a best of 3 where you have Pearl and Ascent as the next map, so we might be able to see it again. Are we going to see these guys dish out the damage? So far, we're watching a big push up towards a default A site, and pistol round A, it kind of just makes sense.
Yeah, these longer angles definitely want to get there fast and quick. Does look like you said, they're going to leave the spike for the last player to rotate on up. Now, a lot of moving objects on this map, obviously, so some possible short angles, some movement there that you can create with those rotating doors and other entrances in and out. Obviously, it does have 3 sites as well, so you have the pick of your litter of where you want to go, but it does look like Yonkos, they pushed a little bit far forward, but it looks like Mimic's starting to collapse here.
Yeah, it might look a little rough around the edges, but that doesn't stop these guys from what they want to do. They're ready for it. Toskri here with a beautiful headshot down. Defense already looking okay to shut down these attackers, but there it is. Attack will be able to get the trade. Lado to Enthusiast. Making sure to use only greatest right clicks. What a beautiful burst. That was all 3 in the right click spread, hitting the head. But now it's 2 on the flank to try to retake the site. Decent nade. Here we go. Just Omen in a 1v2. I think they might be able to clutch this up. They have enough util to bait it out. But uh-oh, bad TP. Better aim, but not enough to win the game.
Toskri's just built different. I mean, starting last series with a 4K, now with a 3K, why not start out beautifully? Also, Toskri playing the Rays, important to note, another pretty active mobile duelist, but MimicGG starting the last game like they did this one with that win on the pistol round.
Yeah, they're winning it on the pistol. Very smart, very well played. Are they going to keep that going? I would hope so. But of course, no guarantees on these guys, as it is going to be a tough one. MimicGG, they've been through a lot to get to this stage in the game. They know how to play this out, but do they know how to hold their own? Let's find out. Of course, the fact that they won pistol, I think they've won every pistol today so far. So little things like that could be a good sign. Toskri on the triple kill. Already has a Vandal from all those frags. Oh, no.
You got in deep, but Beaver is able to sniff them out there. Noj getting sniffed out as well. Beaver on a triple. Pulls out the pistol for the 4th. 1 HP does not phase this man. It's a quick defense round win from MimicGG, as expected on this second round, but they'll go back-to-back.
Wow. I mean, it works for that. It's exactly what you want to be seeing for these guys, and hopefully they're going to be able to keep this going. But at the same time, I have to point out, these guys know the lockdown that they're looking for. They know how to try to keep their players down. So little things like that could go a long way. Hoping to see what happens moving forward. But I got to ask you, looking at how these guys have been able to compete so far in these past 2 rounds, how do you feel about attack? Do you feel like we can learn a lot of knowledge from just their positioning alone?
I feel like Yonkos are just giving up too much of their backside. Like they're allowing these collapsing plays to happen from MimicGG. They're allowing them to take all these different angles. I mean, that's exactly what Lotus is about, right? About getting all these different weave through angles. Speaking of angles, Toskri walking through Mount here to try and get some active kills, but taken down to 30 HP, has to force out the paint shells there. So gonna back up to the safety of the teammates. But yeah, I think you have to watch your flank just a little bit more and not let MimicGG get those angles.
Yeah, it would definitely be a little disappointing to see these guys get dropped, and I don't want to see that from them. I want to see only the best, and there's no guarantee that the best is going to be coming right now. So let's see if it is going to be enough. No J. Looking to maybe find just 1 frag in. Ooh, the sounds of the Sheriff are nicer than the sounds of them being hit. And now it is going to be a decent round here for attack. They've managed to take out 2 and get the bomb plant.
They did actually a really good job of just showing presence towards Mound, but it'll be Beaver putting out some of that utility to try and slow them down here. Again, 3v4. It is going to be Toascree a little bit low. NoJ able to take the kill onto the Cypher. Toascree gets one back, but it doesn't matter. Yonkos has got the angle, and, you know, as expected, that's what we usually say. If you win the first two, usually you don't get to take the third, but for Yonkos, that was a lot better. Again, kind of the, you know, we're over here, we're going to C, and then go right towards A.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely worked out for him, but let's see if that is going to be consistent. Is that going to push these players across the edge and across the finish line? That's the main question, but I think if anybody will be able to do it, it should be these players. But now, gotta wonder, who's going to be able to really seal the deal? Who's going to light this up, and frag out for us?
Stopper is up, by the way, for Toascree and MimicGG, so that is a huge ultimate to have already on this fourth round. We've talked about it now. Multiple starts, so good for Toascree, getting these duelist ultimates up. Once again, the mound presence is there from Yonkos. It looks like Mimic a little bit more scared of the B and A pushes.
Yeah, just a little bit more scared here, but I don't think that fear is what's going to determine a lot of gameplay here. These guys know the angles that they have to take, and they might just want to be able to take them down. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, if you know what I'm saying. So here we go.
Again.
This is the buy round for both sides. This is where the real rifles start to do the damage.
True. Spike planted already here. A little bit of a bloodbath as Toshi able to take down two. The KJ staying alive, very, very crucial. A lot of utility there, but you can see it. The collapse is already starting to come in. Toascree using that ultimate to pick off one. Now a 3v3. Aimbot trying to look on the backside. Beautiful dual wins, and Sticks is stuck in the smoke. And those stones and those bullets will break your bones here. Yonkos will tie it up there, perfectly prepared for the collapse. I love to see it.
Yeah, perfectly prepared, ready to keep this going. I mean, so far, so good. Let's hope that that is going to be consistent enough. Now moving into this next round, 2-2. It's a best of 3, so you got to take it one tick at a time, and these guys are ticking it down. I can't wait to see what these guys will be able to really start to perform with, though, once we see, you know, Toascree and the rest of this team have a little pressure on their shoulders, because we all know pressure makes diamonds here. How can they deal when they're down on their luck economy-wise, which we actually haven't been able to look at too often in between that semifinal round?
Yeah, they really haven't been down in their economy. They've been doing a really good job of holding that down. And as well, last round, it's important to note, we mentioned it, that showstopper was used. It was a kill, but, you know, it's now not in your back pocket in a round where you could really use it. They would just have that Gecko ult for them to work with. Obviously, Yonkos, huge ultimate advantage. They've got 4 of them, and if they want to go flawless, they could try and use some of these ultimates, but because you have the better weaponry, you don't really need to. But just, again, taking that mound, looking to see if anybody walks out too far, and then we'll decide from there as they play the slow.
Yeah, let's see if it is going to be decided enough to really seal this out. So far, so good from these players, but looking to see what else these guys are able to do. Should just be Pelt, Sheriff in hand. Will get, unfortunately, stuck in a bad time. Bad stun, bad place. 3 rounds, 1 tap. Flashbang will stop a lot of a push-up, and that's actually a rifle in their hands now, so this could open the door.
Could. Teemo going to try and walk through the waterfall angle. It looks like they also are trying to start a pincer attack as Toascree got the Sheriff on the other side angle. Teemo one as well. That rifle going huge. The little buddy as well to send in for some stuns. 3v2 now. What can they do? No Jay trying to fight off 1 and 2. Blocking off everybody. Beaver can't hit the Sheriff shot. And it's a 3rd round for Yonkos. Again, they hold off the pincer attack.
The fact that we saw NoJ be able to hold that down against Toascree, that alone tells us that this team is ready to try to compete for the actual money on the line. $100 here, 5 players split 5 ways. These guys are looking for that cash to go to the strip mall and maybe get themselves a nice burger. But let's see if these guys are going to have an easy round here as they are dealing the damage to try to finish this off here. And honestly, I got to ask, do we find that Toascree has met their match, or was that just a bad luck shot?
It's both. I think it's like, yes, I mean, we're in grand finals, right? We're talking about it is the highest level of play, and also Toascree, you didn't have the greatest weaponry there, but maybe you did meet your match. They're walking out this time. Toascree going to be able to take down the opposing Rays. Good to take the duelist out. They did lose one of their own on that walk forward, but they know that now. Mimic doing a good job of recognizing where they tend to go often, and Jankos going to that mound more than often to start off the round. So if you can take a couple of kills there, that can start off your round beautifully, but unfortunately, they didn't take the lockdown out of Jankos' pocket just yet.
Yeah, not yet, unfortunately for them. So let's see what they can do now that we are seeing them push this together, push it as best as they possibly can. And an ultimate will guarantee them onto the site. Toshi, ready to maybe find something.
Huge.
Ooh, all the util in the world, but check your corners. Oh my god, that's 2 for the price of free and Beaver.
What?
Oh my god, that util just saved Pelt.
Man. That was so awkward from Jankos. Like you said, check your corners. PSA, like, oh, just walked into a slaughter, and then, like you said, the utility perfectly placed as well. MimicGG battling back. What a round.
Yeah, an insanely good round, and I'm kind of concerned for them. So, I don't know. I don't know which one is actually going to be the better play for these guys. Hopefully, it's going to be enough looking at these ones now working together to try to find the picks, find the damage, but they're going to have to use some of these ultimates to get them onto site. A lot of enthusiasts getting blinded actually won't be able to push out, and there's no one to connect this rocket fuse to, and the fuse will burn out, but the bomb might get planted here.
Yeah, B is so hard to hold, though. So, like, if you do plant it here, it's going to be tough without all your members. They will at least get a trade there onto Teemo, but the trades are definitely coming on through. Pelt making sure it's equal. Are you making sure they get the trades in B, though? They didn't even hit the plant as well. They still have full control, still fluidity on where they can choose to go. Pelt on the exit there of the site will be able to take down Toshi, so turrets, no utility from that KJ, gonna be up and available. Pelt and Co, the 2v2, they're gonna have to clutch up here.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do something to make this work, and I can't guarantee that that is what we are going to see from these guys, but who knows.
Fuse.
Taps the bomb, gets blinded, gets killed, and almost clutches it up. Beautiful job by Attack, managing to win it with not that best of weaponry, but I think it's just about how they took different angles of approach.
Yeah. Yeah, it really was. I mean, they made a great decision. I'm not gonna lie, Edge, that if they stayed on B, they probably lose that round because it's 2v3 and then you lose a player on the exit. So they get A with pressure and the blinds absolutely perfect, and they get back the lead, but still so close between these two teams, I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be pretty tough here. Almost every single day I watch this game, I could almost taste how much these players want it. And so far, having the back end of this guy just pushing in every single time, it's crazy. But Lido enthusiast, ready to see you later to that. I like how they've managed to get past all this utility and get the pick down on a Beaver and Toascree. Pretty free round unless Styx can have something to say about it. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah. Lado on a triple here. Fight can be planted wherever they wish. Team are going to try and do something here, but, I mean, you just bought into this round. I don't know if you want to put these two rifles to work. Really, 2v5, I don't know how much you're going to be able to get done, but Teemo getting at least one kill there. Will get a little bit stunned up, blinded. All of the utility, the kitchen sink, but it doesn't matter. Teemo's got bullets in the magazine still. Lado on a 4K, though. Maybe just down to the Cypher. I mean, Pelt does have ultimate if they really want to use it for all the information in the world, but I don't think it's great to use right now.
It's not going to be the best, but Pelt will be saving no matter what. This is not a team economy that you can actually work around. He has no cash, no money, no problems, lots of issues, and now down 2 rounds for the rest of them. But looks like no one is going to fall. I will point out one of my favorite nerfs that has happened recently is actually the size of the bomb exploding. I believe they nerfed it a little bit on certain maps, so having it not be nearly as much of an issue definitely makes going for eco rounds, going for save a little bit harder because you are going to have to be a lot closer to that site to try to get the bomb to actually take a frag out.
Right, yeah. The little make sure that it's a little bit smaller as well. The closer, it's a little bit more dangerous. But you know, it's a little bit dangerous right now. Is MimicGG down 2 rounds? Yonkos back to back for themselves. After the pistol round really has stepped up here, and it looks like once again A has been successful. It feels like that has been their recipe to success so far. But A-Bot could be doing some great things here. Teemo 1 and 2. How about the great shots with the Sheriff? The Doggo gonna run on forward. No J gonna get one. Teemo, the Sheriff is deadly. Holy.
Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. I mean, it's just pretty good stuff. They are keeping this going, and I think being able to want to lock this down could be the end of the game. But look at that. Lotto here to get the picks. Here again. Oh my God.
Scary.
Okay. They're back on it. This is definitely going to be a close one. And if this is a best of 3, this might be a best for free. MimicGG, they're in for a long night. I know that they did not want to play a best of 3 before this game started. So the fact that we are here tells me everything I need to know. MimicGG, they're going to have to really just start picking up the paces where their team has to.
And yes, it is a round win, but they did use a lot, right? They were up players, and they used those Seekers. They used that Cypher ulti to make sure they had that, you know, confirmed round, but that means they're only going to be down to Toskri's ultimate into this next one. So it's interesting to see because Yonkos has one. Would love to see a dueling showstopper. Is always fun when they take each other out, but we'll see where those ults are invested.
Let's see if their ultimates can be invested in a right amount of time, a righteous amount of pushing. 5v5. I like the amount of players stacked towards A while you still have the Killjoy making some noise, but unfortunately, the only thing they're going to make is noise, and that is going to be a blood down. Sticks ready to try to get the blind, get the push. We'll be able to blind one. And read like a book. Are you Ryu? Make sure to say I am. And that is another one down. Enthusiast grabbing the pick, and this is now leveled it out. But what? He was so confident he got the pick, he stopped shooting.
Yeah. Just didn't invest and keep on pulling the trigger there. That's what you got to do. You got to finish your kills. Always try and finish off the magazine, but now is going to be that Thrasher sent on forward here. It looks like Pelt as well, just zoning out these players. They have so many angles to know where you are. A 2v1 Teemo. Able to get the final kill on the round to defuse as well. And kind of an awkward round from Yonkos and back-to-back good rounds from Mimic.
Yeah, I mean, these guys definitely happy about the position they found themselves in. Happy that they can stay at the tier that they have managed to keep this amount of damage dealt. But I'm mainly looking forward to how these guys are going to be able to really seal the deal if you are looking at a tied game. 5-5 is not where you want to be, especially when you had an early round lead and you just lost 2 in a row after the post plant. It's something about the retakes. Before, I thought it was an issue of a team handling the post plant, but now I'm realizing it's not an issue of a team, but a skill of another. The retake power that we are seeing from MimicGG is unmatched here at Frost.
They showed every week. It's kind of crazy that they have this ability to just, again, give you a tiny little bit of space and they take every single thing back. Obviously, you know, 5-5 not where either team wants to be, would love a lead, but, you know, still 2 more rounds to put your mark on this half and go into that second half with a little bit of advantage. Again, as a reminder, it's still only the first map of possibly 3 on the night here, and we're starting. Enthusiast able to take 1, but Sticks immediately back, taking 2.
This is going to be pretty tough. Of course. This is not easy. It's not easy to be low. It's not easy to not have an ultimate, but it might be easy if Toshi opens the door and lets your team flood in. Ooh, bad TP. Toshi, I think will get spotted. No. Oh, no.
Oh, no. No.
You know, I've seen this happen before, but they still... No, there's going to be a knife.
Around.
No, he's...
Oh, his teammate?
No. They're not... They're none the wiser.
Oh, he's coming back.
Oh my God! If you get reverse timing, oh my.
No.
Okay. Sticks managed to be given mercy, but
Okay.
you should have killed Sticks. He's on a triple kill.
Yeah, Sticks popping off here. The timing almost could have picked up 3 kills there, but unfortunately can't finish the job. Yonko's just down to no J. Oh, nice. Sticks a little peekaboo over the edge. We'll get a 4K, by the way, to end off the round and hit the defuse for a good measure.
All right. Hitting that defuse, hitting what you need to. Little things like that. Definitely keeping this up. 6-5. That's the score line. And we are going into the last round before the swap. So we are going to see that one team did need a tech pause. Unfortunately, I can't give them one. But when we pause at 10 seconds, I got to ask you, where do you think this is going to be going? We're seeing 3 rounds back to back to back, all diffused rounds. So the retake, yet again, still incredibly strong.
Yeah, I mean, I think this next round, I think Mimic want to go as long as possible. I think they said that, right? They want to go to 3, so they're going to tie it up 6-6 here. But no, I really do think going into this next round, obviously, you know, it's the round before the half. You got to use these ultimates. You got to use everything in your pockets or you are going to lose it. So I think for Mimic, they even have that showstopper, and that retake has just been so good. It's hard for Yonkos to deal with that. Maybe they have to play a little bit slower and take picks before they can fully get into sight. Teemo, talk about taking picks. Walks out, gets the first.
Wow. Pretty crazy stuff, honestly. But now I'm seeing a little bit of an issue for these guys. Should be the issue for them. Oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh. There we go. It's going to be the round to take these players out. And it's not going to be looking too clean. Not too clean at all.
Yeah, that was another collapse. Not gonna lie. MimicGG again. Walk out, take the first, and they're learning as well. This is the one thing about MimicGG is maybe you beat them a couple rounds, right? You get 5 on them, still a pretty good half for Yonkos, but it seemed like every single round they're like, I know the play Edu. We're gonna walk mound. It's gonna work this time because it worked the first 3 rounds we did it. And then Mimic is like, no, it's not.
Yeah, and that's the problem. It's not working too well for these guys. And I don't know. Looking at what we are seeing, 7-5, MimicGG being able to take this back 4 rounds in a row towards the other side. I mean, you can tell they don't like being toyed with. They absolutely don't like feeling like they're at the end of a stick. Here we go. Defense ready to try to hold this against a very aggressive team composition. We know they're aggressive based on how well they do their retakes, but how do they do their just takes in general?
Yeah, first take here. No more. I mean, you'll get a few more retakes if you do win this round because you're up 2. But see, pretty much flawless like we talked about in those pistol rounds so far. So we'll see if they can continue that up for Mimic. Looks like they are going hey A. But they are not animals. They are taking A here, and they do have some shots as well, but they're not going to connect. Yonkos triple kill to start off the round here. Right on back, though, Teemo has the ability to walk up side rubble there, but Toshi on the backside once again. Teemo sights him out. Players low, but both sides, you 85 HP. Sees the bodies, does know where to work. There's the triple, but not enough. Only 1 player left alive, but for Yonkos, you got the player left alive, so you can hit the defuse.
Wow.
Team Ace.
A messy round.
If it works for them, it works for them. But now we are seeing, as you said, a messy round. And I don't know. I'm kind of concerned for these guys. It's gotten to the point where we're seeing MimicGG back and forth yet again, giving up the pistol round. That might tell us a little bit of a pushback. Let's see. All right, 7-6.
7-6.
What is Teemo doing? I'm sorry for having that long pause, but why force up a Guardian with the rest of your team not buying at all?
I don't know. I guess, I don't know, is this like some like sci-fi thing where like the Guardian and there's like 3 sheriffs in the town, or I don't know. Doing something. Maybe they're making a TV show.
Wow.
You can jump around the side and Teemo can maybe hit this and maybe that TV show can go well, but I don't know. It looks like it might be a reality TV show based on how their buy is.
Honestly, let's see what can happen.
Do it. Luke's down here. Looks like A is going to be the choice again for Mimic, but I think they know that it's going to be Enthusiast able to take down the first pelt down. That's some information down. Teemo obviously does have the good rifle, but he's going to be taken down. There you go. All that investment gone and dusted. Enthusiast! SMGs suiting them well, diving forward, picking up all the kills, and it'll be 7 for Yonkos, tying up the scoreline.
We'll see this now. All right, so 7-7, tying it up. Very expensive for the side of attack, especially since we did see that Guardian get purchased. It was good to get a pick, but not good enough to win them the round. Now Teemo relying heavily on a Stinger on a very large map. It's going to be difficult to try to get a lot of frags out of that. The best you can probably do is maybe get Toshi's gun to upgrade it, or even a Spectre would be an upgrade at this point.
I also gotta say though, you're also not like you're not Toskri, right? Like you're not someone that can have that movement ability to dive super far forward. You're a Sky, and now it looks like your Toskri is dead along with Sticks. The body's laying down now for Mimic. Their Gecko also low. Beaver, the Mountain Take not really working for anybody in the mid portion of this game. Yonkos 3-player advantage. I think they know where you're coming from. And Beaver on 33 HP. This is really rough.
It is really rough here, so I don't know. This could be the end-all be-all for these players. Not really sure what we're going to be experiencing from them now, as I see Art Ryu up close and personal. Might be able to try their best, but just taking it back one tick at a time. Attack needed this round, and I don't know if they can guarantee it. Lotto not getting spotted out, and Timotino, luckily, will be able to have a gun in his hand that isn't a Stinger. And that helps with these frags, but 1v4.
Yeah, paint shells fly out as well. Just drop down, easy peasy. Enthusiast might bait their teammate on forward, but still gets the round win. Yonkos looking really strong. Again, they're kind of just playing the MimicGG mindset. They're saying, we'll play a little bit slower. We'll play a little bit further back. You have to push into us, and you're not taking Mound without, you know, suffering some blood.
Yeah, they're definitely suffering a lot of blood, to be honest with you. So, I don't know. Looking at these guys, I think we are going to be seeing a big issue from them. But at the same time, I can't see MimicGG taking this back if they are so across the board in different buys. It's going to just push them back a little bit too much.
So weird. Emo trying to... I don't even know. I mean, I guess like they have a showstopper, so maybe they can get something done. But it's so weird. Like your economy is trying to recover. You're just gonna possibly lose more rounds because of this. You got to get to payoff. Didn't work the first time. Needs to pay off here. Yonkos has their showstopper as well. So counter raise ultimate's very, very strong. We talked about before. Right now, it looks like a little bit more default. Edu, they're not taking Mound, so I think they're okay.
Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. Now look at this. Teemo.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Good blind. Good damage. Good damage from Toshi. They're taking the cake here and eating it too. I think they might be able to keep this up.
Might be able to. Looks like Diffuse just going to be held. Looks like just down to MimicGG's Gecko and no more. Beaver taken down. The Defuse will be held up to half and given over to RU to make sure those Seekers are up and ready. Yonkos again. It just... Slowing down MimicGG is such a weird thing to say, right? When we think MimicGG, we think fast-paced running in, but... Running in really hasn't worked on this offensive side for them, so looking a little bit lackluster, I'd got to say. Now 4 in a row for Yonkos. One round away from getting to double digits.
Yeah, 1 round keeping them back and 1 round keeping them at bay. Lots on the line, but one thing I will say, so far, 7-9 ultimates. Where have they been this half? They've been built up right now. If we can start seeing the ultimate economy back in the favor of MimicGG, here we go. This might be able to open it up, but Seaside's already yours. They've already given it to you. And we're seeing another ultimate get popped. That's 2 for the price of none. And now we're seeing, of course, everybody now trying to get... Wait, is this another ultimate? Like, this time the Gecko?
It's everything. Invested all 3 here. Timo, though, they're at least going to be able to pick up some kills. Nice there. Timo on a triple. And they invested everything. They did lose 2, and Timo should be able to win that duel. There you go. Pick up the 4th. That's exactly what we want to see. Edu high flying. They did use all their ultimates, but high flying and still fast-paced win.
Wow. Okay. Okay. A little different from that. Just a little bit. But that's such a big investment. I don't know if that's worth it. That might not be worth it. MimicGG investing so many. Now only down to the Sentinel ultimate on the Chamber, or not the Chamber, the Cypher, and the Omen with the control being close enough. Well, defense, they could do the same to you if you haven't noticed.
Got everything you could ever want. And you're not going to have all those ultimates to bank off in this round. So for MimicGG, we'll have to come a little bit more creative. The creativity is going to lead them right to the source of the graveyard in some previous rounds. That mound really does seem to be hard thing to get through for both teams, but looks like they are dipping a little bit more towards this. See, Site Enthusiast, the operator, striking true into the hearts of MimicGG, but they're walking forward, taking down the operator first and foremost. A great priority as the little buddy's gonna run on forward. Toshi doesn't know where to look, gets taken down as well. Beaver gonna be able to hit this plant with the utility, and they're in.
They're definitely in here. Oh my god, that is so clean with it, and they're ready to keep it going. Might be a little tough for them, but that is going to hurt. That's a lot of damage. Beautiful job.
One. Corner toe screen. Looking for it. There you go! Clutch up from toe screen. 3K. Another fast push, I gotta say. That was beautiful. I mean, like, when you see an operator, you know they're gonna have those long angles, and they say, well, we'll just make it a short angle. We'll take them out immediately. And then played off there. It did get scary. I'm not gonna lie. These rounds very, very much on a knife's edge, but they tie it right back up, Edu.
They do. They've managed to tie this up and keep it going. I'm thinking that they might be able to just keep that kind of consistency and build them all the way out here. Let's see if it is going to be enough. I'm hoping for a little bit more from them, but of course, if a team's going to be able to keep this going, we should be able to see only the best from MimicGG. 9-9. They've managed to keep this around. They've managed to put themselves back on not exactly the top, but not exactly the bottom either.
Either or. We'll see if one of these two teams, obviously one of them will have to after this round. We'll get to double digits, but which team will it be? Obviously MimicGG. They got 3 ultimates now. That investment looking like it did somewhat pay off now. It was still a lot, but they got 3 of them. And none of those really offensive minded. Oh my gosh. Ambot walks out, just slays one with the Sheriff, and this is what we've seen before. Actually, Mimic struggle against some of these thrifty rounds, and look at the close angles, getting them as well. Sticks going down, and they're planting on one of the most volatile sites.
And oh my god, what a shot coming out from Toascree, grabbing more picks. Now it's going to be just a 1v2. Those 1 TP'd over, gets a flick, has the ultimate to guarantee the round, and they need it. And that's a ton of damage, but watch out. Kobe!
Oh.
8 bullets, 33 versus 33. So much utility. They're just throwing it at each other. No way. No way!
Oh, no! How?
Dude so threw the kitchen sink at them and still didn't get the kill.
We're both Elon Musk walking into Twitter headquarters with the sink, throwing everything. Oh, the HP bars were so dang low as well. It was so funny. That was a good little moment. Wholesome, I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely different from these guys. But I gotta wonder, is it going to be consistent enough to lock this down? Is it going to be what they need to really just start locking this in? I'm not really sure. I don't know. But what I do know is double digits on the board right now for the side of defense. This could be risk incarnate. This could be where the game ends. But I'm also looking forward to what MimicGG can do. But I have to give props to defense. They know where to win those rounds. That clutch was insane.
was very insane. Toshi is going to pop off this lockdown. The Thrasher does get a hit onto Toshi, though, so going to be detained for just a little bit of time. Does look like it's going to be a trade, though, right immediately away. Toscree sticks trading 1-2 there, but we're going to walk right on back in. Enthusiast has done some crazy things before, and looking to do it once again. No spike down just yet, but Enthusiast looking for it. The pincer attack is also starting as well. NoJ on at the backside here looking for those exits, because again, the plant not down yet. They could still choose to wander to one of these other sites.
They could. That's true. They know how to be taken down, but Beaver is going to get a clean pick down onto Ambot.
Huge.
This now, that's huge because they get the finally plant. I'm surprised they haven't planted yet. I thought they had about 20 seconds ago after all of that main fighting down in CT, but no, they managed to just bait it out. Lotto too, right up close and personal. Let's see what you can do. You got a fist bump, buddy. Now fist bump me. That's going to be another easy shot down for him. Barely any damage taken. But can they re-hit? Beaver will get spotted as NoJ gets a smoke planted, gets a pick planted, gets another, and 2v3, and they retake it with barely any damage taken.
It's crazy. I mean, that retake was so clean. The smokes there. On point, like perfectly blocking off the vision. You could see not really knowing where to look. An easy cleanup, easy swing together. You win your 1v1s there for NoJ, and then you just walk in with your teammate. Nice, clean, and easy. Yonkos now, they are 1 round away from 12, guarantee themselves overtime, 2 rounds away from taking this map 1, and I think looks like MimicGG, they are going to be the residents of Shambles Town right now.
Yeah, I think this is not going to be exactly where they want to be seeing it, but I don't know. I'm not sure what they could do any better to try to win this out for these guys. I mean, it's been tough. It's been rough. And it's been tumbling them downwards here.
Definitely does seem that way. Another round, though. Another day. A timer back to reset for them. They'll get to see what they can do. Obviously, a lot of the ultimate's been used in those past rounds, so only that neural theft going to be up and available for MimicGG if they want to that forward. We will see, but it looks like right now, just again, trying to play a little bit more default. Fast has worked for them, but has also gotten them killed in some rounds, so don't want to go too fast. Might be able to get a kill here with the shot. No! Doesn't have the gun out! Enthusiast able to take the kill. Timo Sticks able to get the kill right on back with that Sheriff. They should be able to pick up 1, but it's the Enthusiast going crazy here. Beaver Sticks fall to their guns. Now Yonkos with a 4v2 player advantage, and MimicGG, they are scattered.
Yeah, they're a little bit scattered here, but I think they might be able to try to just do some damage. Obviously, they're trying to prevent match point advantage being on the board for these players, and that's a tough enough cookie. So I don't know if it is going to be the toughest cookie in the block, but it sure is difficult. Sure isn't where they want to be.
Oh, a shot. Rip. The box, Toshi. Okay, nice and easy. They had 3 players. Didn't doubt them too much, but I will say that was a good shot, a good attempt there from Mimic. But yeah, just knowing out where they were, easy for Yonkos and Jew. They're on 12.
Yeah, they are on 12 here. They are in a position of hopeful victory for them. MimicGG. What's going on? What's going on, guys? What's going on? I'm kind of waiting for this, but honestly, I think both of these teams are just kind of found each other's match. And also, they're just really good on defense. I think this map has proven itself with this team composition of theirs to be a little bit defensive.
As I mean, and like you said, the first couple rounds were definitely, we're gonna figure out what they're gonna do, and then we're just gonna match it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy for both teams. Really, really close, but one team just a little bit closer. Mimic a must-win rounds, 3 in a row now. Yonkos will be taking this first map. Obviously, still a best of 3 as a reminder, so at least 1 more map after this one, but it's going to be fast, it's going to be loud, it's going to be opening all of the doors. No warrants necessary here for MimicGG as they try to get some control on A.
Let's see if they are going to get enough control, though. Toshi. One tapping one. One tapping another. Bomb gets planted regardless, but good luck with this. Big read. There we go. And it's over.
What?
In a blink of an eye. What?
What?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, blow up your teammate. Why not? Flawless at the end of it. Yonkos take the 13th round. They will take the first map. But, wow, I mean, I did not expect that at all. That ending was just shocking. MimicGG.
Yeah.
Fast worked for them on the defense. Fast was everything for them on those flank angles. But when it came to offense, Fast was not the play.
Yeah, it wasn't the play, and that's how Lotus is going to end here for us, Llama. So now I'm excited to say that we're going to be jumping into the next map of Pearl pretty soon now. So as my background changes, let's see if these players' background can change into a winning roster. Hopefully, it will be enough. I know that we have some people waiting to reconnect. So while you guys, of course, check out the bracket using !bracket and a lot of our sponsors, if you do !sponsor, you can actually become a sponsor of Frost here. My name's Ben Edu, joined by Llama. We'll be right back in Game 2 of the Grand Finals Best of 3 series on Pearl.
Hey, what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? I have an open invitation, but you're telling me go get lost. I don't wanna see your face. Yeah, what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can get, so what the hell? Yeah, what the hell? So what the hell? So what the hell? What are you waiting for now? And what the hell? You're pretending that you like somebody else, like you got boys waiting in line to take you home. But tell the truth, you'll spend the night alone. Let's be alone. So why don't we stay out till the morning light? 'Cause two wrongs can make a right. We're just doing what we feeling right now. So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can get, so what the hell? Yeah, what the hell? Are you waiting so for what the hell? So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can get, so what the hell? Yeah, what the hell? So what the hell?
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. It's crazy. Control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. No relation. We got no relation. No relation. It's crazy. And it goes like, wish that you could save me from my life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Frost Esports. We are still here with our little whiteout, but it does turn out we did run into a little bit of a speed bump. Edu has a little bit more information on that.
All right, so here's pretty much what happened. As we had the teams going through, one of the teams noticed that the other team had a little bit of an issue with actually getting fully registered on Challenge, which of course is where you get paid out by our tournament sponsor Trolley. So because they were not fully registered in with the tournament, they actually shouldn't have been competing in the first place. And due to that oversight, unfortunately, they were disqualified. But as it does stand, it is unfortunate that they made it all the way to the finals before this had come to light. They also had broken some rules, as a lot of our rules state you have to be in our Discord. You have to be at the Frost Discord to make sure that you are competing fairly with your team. You're going to have to also make sure that you accept the rules, sign up your team properly, and all of the rules that are in place at Frost were looked over by this team. And unfortunately, none of them were actually followed outside of joining the lobby and playing the game. So as for us, this is such a rare occurrence that no one really expected that to happen in the first place. So when it was brought to our attention, we wanted to make sure that we could do right by these teams. But at the end of the day, if you do not follow the rules to compete, you don't get a play. You know, it's that simple. So due to that, it was a technical loss, but I'm not really sure, as for my perspective, where any of the prize is actually going to be held, as I don't think there was any winners in what happened tonight. But I feel like we're all a little bit of a loser here. So, you know, things happen. So honestly, it's a big upset here at Frost, as this has been 49 consecutive weeks of Valorant gameplay. And for the first time, we have a little bit of a hiccup. So don't let this weigh you down from making sure to come by and check out Frost Esports. It's, you know, 48 in a row, no issues. And this is the first time we've actually had something like this happen. So I'm sorry if any of these players are a little bit discrepanced about what has gone down tonight. Remember, you can always join next week, which is a much bigger tournament with over double the prize money and a 2-day tournament. So if you think you're good enough to win, prove it. See you next week. And with that, I believe that's all we have for us today. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you at number 50.